Happy Friday! Hope you're having a fabulous day. I am, of course, because I decided it, and so can you. Today I want to talk about goals. I want to talk a little bit about goal setting and why you probably aren't achieving all of the things that you want to achieve. And it comes down to two simple things. So when's the last time that you set a goal and you had this goal on your list for a while and it just kept coming up and coming up and coming up, and you kept not achieving it, and you kept falling short and you kept falling short? And that can be really frustrating, right? And so maybe you change the goalpost and just change the goal a little bit so that you could achieve something, or you settled for something that wasn't quite what you wanted, but it was still good, right? And you know me, I am one that I celebrate every single win along the way. So there's nothing wrong with that for sure. But when it comes to goals, oftentimes there's a couple solid reasons that you're not achieving them, okay? So the first one is that you are not writing it down. You're not writing down your goals. So let's think back to that goal that you kept not achieving, and you kept pushing off and pushing off and pushing off, and it just kept not happening. Can you honestly right now in the comments, if you're watching this live, I want you to tell me, and if you're watching on the replay, I want you to tell me, think of that goal that you want to achieve. Have you written that goal down on a piece of paper? Is it written on a piece of paper? Let me know in the comments. Yes, you've written it down, or no, you haven't written it down. And I'm not doing this to call you out. I'm just telling you that you are way more likely to achieve your goal if you actually write it down. And that goes back to the idea that what you think about, you bring about, right? So when you start to write something down and you start to articulate it, then that's when you're able to really realize what you need to do to make it happen. So writing down the goal is the number one most important thing that you can possibly do to achieve the goal, okay? Second most important thing that you can do when you're achieving your goal is figure out what that actually looks like. So you say, I want to make $1 million. Okay, great. But how are you going to do that? What are you going to do to make that $1 million? Do you have a business idea yet? Do you have clients? Do you know what you're going to do that? The more specific you can get with that goal, the better it's going to be. And what that comes down to is metrics. So if you say, I want to make $1 million, I'm going to just call BS right now. I'm going to say, okay, fine, great. We all want to make $1 million, but what is your realistic goal for the moment? If you want to make $1 million by the end of the year, and we are in August, you've got August, September, October, November, December. You've got 5 months to do it. So that means that you have to make $200,000 a month. Okay, great. So that's a metric. You need to make $200,000 this month. Perfect. How are you going to do that? Do you have a program that you're going to sell? Are you going to go out and work for a company that's going to pay you $200,000 a month? How are you actually going to achieve that? How many clients do you need? How many t-shirts do you need to sell? How many widgets do you need to make? Whatever it is that you're doing, what do you need to do to achieve that goal? And once you know that, then you can start to think about, okay, if I know that I need 10 clients to make this amount of money, then okay, how many do you need to talk to? How many people then do you need to talk to make that happen? Make that your metric. Now your metric isn't, I need to make $200,000 this month. My metric is, I need to have 150 conversations, whatever it is. But can you see how getting more specific is going to help you to actually achieve that goal? And then you have something to wake up to every day. But this all starts with you writing it down. So if you weren't able to say, yes, I wrote down my goal, then I don't care about any of the rest of this, because if you're not writing it down, then it's all magical thinking. It's all going to be up here. And when it's up here, that's when we start talking ourselves out of things. That's when we start moving the goalposts, and we just, start to compromise on what's really important, what it's going to look like. So write it down. It's August. We only have 5 months left of this year. So if you want to make something happen, now is the time. That's me on my soapbox about goals today. I hope you have a good one, and we'll catch up tomorrow. Okay? Bye.